everyone. So I'm trying something new today and recording a podcast. I wanted to try this out because I really enjoy podcasts, like listening to them while I'm working, and I love like artist podcasts, but I feel like it's really a chance to get to know someone a lot more is just to hear them ramble about their favorite topics. So I think it would be kind of fun, and I don't normally talk much when I'm editing my videos, just because like the editing of the actual video takes so long that I really don't want to sit there and keep editing the voiceover as well. So I try to keep it like pretty short and simple when it comes to voiceovers in my videos. But I feel like podcasts are just so much easier to edit, and I can just talk about whatever on here. And it's also a way to get to know you guys more too. Like, I can talk about different topics that I'm interested in, and maybe you guys relate, and we can talk it over in the comments or like, you know, in the next episode. So yeah, I kind of have a list of topics that have been interesting to me lately. And one disclaimer, my computer chair is squeaky and I'm trying not to move, but if you hear it, I'm sorry. Okay, so I'm wanting to do this podcast. I'm making some changes in my YouTube channel, and I want to try out memberships because I've always loved the idea of Patreon and like people getting to pay a little bit more for like more of their favorite content. I know I'm a subscriber to a lot of artists, and it's a really fun way to support your favorite artist. I've done Patreon a few times myself, and I've always been horrible at getting out physical rewards. I'm so like, for one, the format of Patreon is so difficult to use when it comes to like arranging addresses and shipping monthly awards out. And I just know like I'm not a very organized person, and it's something that overwhelms me really fast. So Patreon has never worked for me because I'm always so tempted to do physical rewards because like everybody's doing them. But I think a more digital reward focused thing would be easier for me to do, and I guess like it'd be easier for me to give you guys content in that way, and I enjoy doing it. So I figured maybe I'll take YouTube's membership program and give it a shot. So essentially, if you've never used it, it's like well, they just happen to be picking up trash as soon as I start recording this. Anyway, so like I was saying, I just really want to try out YouTube memberships, and I want to start live streaming. I already want to do that regularly, but maybe for the membership I could do like a workshop, like more like a teaching type of live stream, and people can ask questions. But let me know if you think that would be fun or something that you'd be interested in. I'm still setting it up, so it's gonna take me a little bit longer, but yeah, I think it would be fun, and I really want to interact with everybody more. So today is Friday, May 24th, and this month has been super busy and kind of stressful. The beginning of the month started off with me having to take Dumpling to the emergency vet because for the third time now he's had crystals and blockages in his urethra. I did talk about this in my vlog as well, but it's very frustrating because I've done so much research. I've done everything that the vet has said to do, and it's still happening. And the only thing left for me to do is get him this like $10,000 surgery, which is also frustrating because if I had just done that in the first place, I would have spent less money than I have already spent on him now. So this month I've been so careful to not let anything stress him out. Literally, if he's at a window and he sees a person outside, he will get stressed out and start having problems. So like, I have to like frost my windows. I have to make sure nobody who's a stranger or like even a little bit weird to him comes over. I can't have visitors besides like 2 people that he's okay with. His entire diet has changed and is very expensive now. Future is kind of suffering along with him, sadly, because I have to feed him separately and I can't leave his food out because Dumpling will eat it. So he doesn't get the idea that he should eat more because he gets it less often. So he'll just eat like a couple of kibbles and then be done. And then I put it away and he's like starving 10 minutes later. It's very frustrating for both me and Future, I think. But we're dealing with it, and I really hope that it doesn't happen anymore. But I mean, there's not really much I can do about it at this point besides save up money for the surgery. So that's been like weighing on me this month. More fun things. I've been swimming a lot more. I've always been a water person. I've loved swimming since I was a kid, and in high school I did water polo and swim team, so that's my ideal form of cardio. And I've been trying to like figure out a good schedule for swimming, and I figured out that like if I wake up at 6:30, get to the gym by 7 a.m., I can swim before it gets too hot and sunny to be out there. Because like as soon as it hits like 8:30ish, it's pretty sunny, and like I'm really trying to avoid getting sunburnt anymore. I put sunblock on and it washes off, even though it's like the sport friendly ones. So I figured that like maybe I'll just try to swim when the UV index is a little bit less. So mornings has been really good for me because I also feel so much more energetic throughout the day if I work out in the morning. On the days where I don't work out in the morning, I could take like a 4-hour nap midday and still be tired. It's crazy. So like exercising in the morning has been so good for me lately, and I'm really enjoying it. It's making me feel so much better. I do need to get a new pair of goggles though, because mine are kind of small. Like they really just fit around your eyeball and it's so uncomfortable. So I'm trying to get a bigger pair that kind of like fits onto my cheekbone and my brow bone a little bit more. One thing that I've been obsessed with for the past like 3 months is it's like a very niche part of the internet, but one of my favorite streamers, Foodie, she has been streaming GTA online, but it's a roleplay server but called No Pixel. So pretty much what it is that like these streamers will create characters and they have this whole backstory and like alternate personality, and when they go into Grand Theft Auto online, they're playing with each other as those characters, so they're role playing. And Foodie's character is so like, for one, she is very charming as a person and very I don't know, she's hilarious. So like when she's in role playing, she can let herself like all of her intrusive thoughts happen out loud and in character, and it's so funny. I don't know, like it sounds so weird every time I explain it to somebody, but it's like this whole other world where these people are living second lives. And like not only is it hilarious and like really good like story sometimes, but like it's so weird to me because I couldn't imagine like me being a whole person and then like role playing this character in a game, and that character has friendships, like best friends within the game that are other characters. And it's like, oh, like, I have a new friend, but you don't. It's that character's friend, because even if you try to befriend the streamer that plays that character, it's not the same person. Like, it's so weird. I don't know. It's like a weird concept. I don't know if this is like interesting to you guys, but like, it's like a friendship that they can only have within the game. And it's kind of crazy if you think about it. I would love to play one day and like be part of the server, but supposedly it's really hard to get into. But like maybe if I start streaming, it'd be cool. I do really want to start streaming and playing video games online and stuff. So yeah, that would be so fun. Lately, I've been rewatching Breaking Bad. I just finished season 4. And this is probably, honestly, like my 10th time rewatching Breaking Bad. It is my #1 favorite show of all time. It's like a comfort show somehow, because it's like so intense, and like the storytelling and the characters are amazing. And I love that show. I love Better Call Saul. I love El Camino. All of the characters are so good. So my boyfriend and I are watching that again, because he's only seen it through one time, I think. So it's so exciting for me to watch him watch it again. Because like, I've memorized that whole show, and like, I don't know, I love rewatching it. So we've rewatched that, and we're going to go on to El Camino and then Better Call Saul after that. But we're also rewatching The Last of Us, which was so good, and I kind of forgot most of it. I didn't play the game or anything, but I was so like not interested in watching it before, because I was one of those Walking Dead fans who like, I was so into the show, and then they killed my favorite character and I never went back. I could not watch it anymore. I was like kind of mad about it. And I think everybody knows who it is. I feel like a lot of people stopped watching at that point as well. So, and then like they played it out so long, like the whole zombie thing. I'm so tired of zombies. They're not really that scary to me, but The Last of Us did it really well, and they actually made it scary again. So yeah, that was really really good show. Let me know if you guys watch either Last of Us or Breaking Bad, and what do you guys think about it? I've been back really into playing New York Times games again. I've been doing it the past couple months, and like Wordle is so fun. I like look forward to doing Wordle every evening, and I feel like I'm getting better at it. Like 2 days ago, I got it on the second try, and like lately I've been getting it on the third try, like almost every time, and it's so satisfying. I don't know. But then I also play Connections. I do the mini crossword. I don't pay for the service, so I can't do like the bigger crossword every day, but yeah, it's so much fun. It's really smart of them to only let you play one per day, because like, I love the game so much that I would probably burn myself out on it if I could play it endlessly. Like, I'd probably be obsessed with it for a week and then just be done and never play it again. But the way that they do it is like once per day. So I've been playing it for months, and it's fun. And yeah, I really like it. Oh, I finally got my Facebook page back. I talked about this in an Instagram post, and I think I might have mentioned it in a vlog, but I'm doing a whole video on it, more in depth, the whole story about how I lost it in the first place and getting it back. But I'll just like recap it really quick for you guys if you haven't heard about it. I pretty much got scammed in an email. It wasn't phishing. They actually offered me like to invite me on a podcast, and they upfront they were like, oh, we'll pay you $2,000 for an hour of your time. I was like, oh, cool. They were like, oh, can we have a meeting with you the day before so we can like set up everything? It's going to be live on Facebook. I'm like, so I have a meeting with them on Zoom, and I hardly use Facebook. I don't know how to do anything on there. I don't know how to go live. I don't know anything. So this guy was trying to like lead me through how to set it up. But like, you know, some of the scam tactics, he was like getting impatient with me, stressing me out, and trying to confuse me. So I was confused, and I somehow, I'm not even fully sure how it happened, I gave him access to my Facebook page. And like, my Facebook page I hardly use. I never set up monetization on there, so like I don't have credit cards attached. There's nothing like that. So there's just a large following. And when he got access to it, I think he kind of laughed because like he couldn't really do much with it because like they're not able to make money off me. But they just took it over and they used my page to repost their other videos. And it's like weird videos too. It was like animals mating, or like a snake eating a deer, or like, it's just super weird stuff. Like, it makes you uncomfortable a little bit. But it took me 2 tries to get it back. I got it back once and it immediately got taken away from me again, and I don't know how. So I finally got it back permanently this month, and I've been so like careful. Like I did everything I could possibly think of to keep them from getting it back. Like, if it didn't work this time, I was gonna just delete it, because like, just cut my losses, make it so neither of us can use the page anymore. But luckily they haven't been able to get it back, and I've learned that I should be taking advantage of my following on there and like actually use it a little bit more, maybe. But I am afraid of it getting hacked again. But anyway, I will talk more about like how it happened and then like how I got it back in another video. So it's like kind of very technical and exhausting, and like the whole sum of it is that I feel so stupid and gullible, and like I should have Googled it earlier instead of hoping that it was real. I don't know. So now I'm like jaded from it. Every email I get, I'm Googling the name of the email and the word scam and seeing if it's any type of scam at all. And I won't respond to it. But yeah, be careful out there, especially if you have like any kind of following. They're after your social media accounts. So yeah, be careful. Don't click on anything ever. Just get off the internet. There you go. I wish I could do that. Anyway, I've been having fun making Italian sandwiches lately. They're so good. What I use is ciabatta bread, and I'll toast it till it's like pretty crunchy, because it's going to soften up with all the ingredients. So you want like a harder shell around it. And then once it's toasted, I'll put mayo, pesto, 2 slices of prosciutto, and then tomato, a little bit of salt on the tomato, and then burrata. Not a lot. I don't like too much burrata because it gets so messy. I'll cut one in half, or Trader Joe's sells like the innards of burrata, so like the wet cheese, and I'll just take some of that, put it on. That's it. Yeah. Sometimes I would put arugula, but I don't have any, so like I'll just do that. And it's so good. It's such a good sandwich. I love it. I think I got it from like TikTok videos of people making sandwiches. I don't know. I'm very much a foodie, and I love making sandwiches and like easy food, or like kind of like food hacks, I guess. But anyway, this is just a little test podcast. I'm definitely gonna try to make these longer next time, but I'll have to write down like more topics to talk about throughout the month. But if you guys have any suggestions or questions, leave them in the comments. Let me know if you like this podcast format or if you don't really care for it. That's fine. But yeah, I definitely want to start being more active here on YouTube because besides making art, it's my favorite part of my job. And if I could, I would just do YouTube full time. So yeah, I really enjoy it. So yeah. All right, I'm going to end it here. Thank you for listening, and please like the video and leave a comment below on who's your favorite artist and if they have a podcast, because I'm always looking for more art-related podcasts to listen to while I'm drawing. So yeah, thank you so much for listening, and I hope you enjoyed this podcast format. So all right, bye.